guys, it's Miss Alceda, and in this video I am going to explain how to take notes and how to keep a spiral in which you will be turning your notes into me. So let's begin. I have this paper here, how to take notes, and in it I've listed the class materials that you're going to need. And there's only three biggies. Number one, you'd need two one subject spiral notebooks, seen here. I have a pink one for fall and a green one for spring semester. And you will be needing pens. Now, the reason I ask pens is because pencils, sometimes they smear or you don't write hard enough or dark enough and you can't read it. I can't read it. Nobody could read it. So I recommend pens. I recommend multicolor so that you could write a different color with a different era or a different slide, just so you can differentiate when a slide begins and when one ends. Now, there's several pens that I recommend. Flair pens are the ones pictured right here. These are like every teacher's favorites. They're beautiful, they're vibrant, they're colorful, and they don't bleed through the paper. Another kind is the Sharpie pens, which are also multicolored. These don't bleed through. They have a really fine, thin point, and they're wonderful. And if you just aren't into those kind, you can get big pens, like the trusty one I use all the time. They come in a multitude of colors. My favorite, of course, is the pink, purple, and the light blue. If you can't get any of these on such short notice, a regular blue or black will suffice, okay? Aside from this, you're also going to need unit dividers. Now, I went to Walmart and I picked these up for like 97 cents. It's just a pack of 5. You will need 2 of them, 1 for each one. So when we get closer to working in our spiral, then you will be needing these 2. And I am going to model how to take notes, okay? So if you don't have those kind of dividers, you can also use these really cool Post-it tabs in this picture where they're sticky. You put them on the paper and then you could write, unit 1 on the side, and you can make actual notes on the Post-it. Another one you can use are filing tabs like this one, where they're little stickies that you just put on the side of the paper and then you could write. I think it has to be in Sharpie. I'm not sure. Maybe a nice good ink, unit 1, unit 2, whatever. This one comes with 30, so we have 30 chapters, just saying. And then, of course, if you're into bullet journaling or any other kind of journaling or scrapbooking, washi tape is a really good one, where you just put the tape along the edge, I almost said spine, along the edge of your paper so that you could differentiate between the units. Now this next section, it's going to take about 5 minutes, is going to explain how to actually take notes. Now, for today's example, I am going to be typing the notes out, but you all will be handwriting them in the spiral, which you will be turning in for a grade. Now, while we're virtual, these next 4 to 8 weeks, then you are going to write your notes, take a picture, and submit them on Google Classroom. Once we are in person, you will be leaving your spirals with me to grade every Monday. Or, I'm not going to actually pick them up. I'm going to go by and then stamp them so you could get credit. Okay, so what you're going to do is I would like for you to go to my teacher webpage. Now, my teacher webpage is going to be linked in Google Classroom, as is my virtual classroom right here. Now, you can click here, weekly agenda, or you could go to the top here where it says agenda. And this is going to have everything that we're going to be doing this week. So right here, learn how to take notes. I actually did the video, but I left out some key components and the perfectionist in me had to come back and re-record. So I'm going to have to replace this file. Don't think I somehow went into the future and have it already linked. You are going to watch chapter 1 video, okay? So you're going to click, hold on real quick. Okay, I fixed it. So if you go to my webpage and you click here, chapter 1, it will take you to my chapter. Now, I have it muted, thank goodness. So I just want to do a split screen so I can show you what you're going to be doing. So once you get the video, you're going to be going to your spiral and you are going to be, my dog is scratching at the door. Hold on. Okay, so you are going to be pushing play. I have recorded all 30 of your lectures ahead of time. And every weekend, this is going to be your job. You have to watch the video and then take notes, but you're going to be taking notes in your spiral, okay? So on your first page, of course, you can put your name, APUSH history, first semester, whatever. and then turn the page and you're going to start writing. Now, because I don't have my document camera, I can't model it for you. I'm going to type it out into this Google document. You are going to be handwriting it with a pen. You are not typing. I will not accept hand types, okay? So, excuse me. You are going to write down the title of the slide, Bearing Land Bridge Theory, and then, excuse me, I have hiccups. Then you are going to watch the video and take notes. Now, if you need to pause it and then write, you can, but I do not recommend you write every single thing down, because if you write everything down, it defeats the purpose. You have to listen to the notes and pick the main parts. So on the Bering Land Bridge Theory, we can put here Ice Age around 16,000 years ago. Now, in the video, I do explain the whole theory of the ice bridge, the land bridge theory. So if you could imagine a bowl of water, and it has a little bit of water, and you put a sponge in it, it's what's going to happen. It's going to absorb the water, and the bowl's going to be empty-ish. That's what happened 16,000 years ago with the Ice Age. The ice is going to be formed in the polar ice caps, and it's going to suck all the water up. That's going to leave all of the land dry and exposed. Now, nobody is going to realize, oh, wow, look, there used to be water, now there isn't, because this happened over hundreds of thousands of years. Hundreds, thousands of years. And the animals are just going to be wandering, and the hunters and gatherers are going to follow this fauna, their food. So they don't realize that they're going into new land. They're just following it. And as you can see in the picture here, in this tan area here and this tan area, this is where they're going to be crossing. It's just regular land. Now, the reason archaeologists know this is because they've done excavating in the bottom of the Bering Strait, and they have found evidence of burned objects. Now, pottery, bones, other objects could have been thrown in, and it could have established itself as a fossil on the bottom of the ocean floor, but burned items cannot. Evidence of campfires. You can have campfires underwater. So that proves that that land at one time was exposed. So you would put here Ice Age around 16,000 years ago. Ice exposed the land, allowing animals to cross. And then you could put on here, hunters followed animals. Once why do I keep doing that? Ice Age ended, water covered land bridge. So it's very basic, okay? And I am going to be explaining this in detail. Then once you continue, I'm going to offer alternate, the next slide, other theories. So you would just handwrite other theories. Oops. And then you could put something like from China, Indonesia. You could put the Vikings, Eric the Red, and Leif Erikson. And then, of course, you could put Greenland, Iceland. Now, I do go into detail in the PowerPoint. So you're going to do this. Not every single slide is going to have notes. Again, please do not write everything word for word. And this was actually AD or Common Era. Here I have the climate and geographical differences. You do not have to write this word for word. You can put plains, grassland, trees, Great Basin, little rainfall, nomadic, bison. You could put Southwest, dry, adobe, and then you could put Eastern woodlands, hunting, gathering, and of course, lumber. Then on some of these, like Clovis and Plano cultures, I don't really have any words on here except the title. So you could put, buffalo and hunters. And then as you go along, oh, this one is super important. Of course, maize. So you would write down maize, and you could put on here before 1000, maize spread through, I can't type today, through Americas. And this is going to be known as the Three Sisters. This is going to include corn, beans, and squash. They're all going to be grown together, as you can see from the picture, and of course in my lecture. This is going to lead to civilization. Now, the reason it leads to civilization When they were hunters and gatherers, they were wandering, following the animals. They never went to the same place twice. But if you plant corn and beans and squash, you're going to want to stick around so that you could get the food and eat it or save it for later. So by doing that, they're going to stay. And as they stay, they're going to, as they say, put roots down. Because they have a steady food supply, they're going to put their roots down. They're going to have children, and you're going to have communities built, and you're going to have cities built in the odd sense here. So this is going to lead to civilization because they had a successful food source that was pretty reliable. They are going to stay. You learn this, of course, in World Geo or in WHAP. Okay, so you're going to go through the video all the way to the end. You'll notice this video is 18 minutes and 49 seconds long. This one's a short one, short and sweet, like James Madison. You'll get that joke later. When we get to second semester and we have EOC material, I'm going to focus on the details a lot. And a lot of this is going to be like the World War I, World War II chapters are like an hour long. Sorry. But you are going to take notes. And on the day that I am modeling this for you, which is Tuesday, obviously, if you see my camera, today's August 15th. But when I have, well, I wonder what I was doing in that video. That looked intense. By the way, when I took this video of the lectures, these first ones, I'm actually in my closet in a little makeshift office because my house was so loud and it was the only quiet room. I finally moved out into a different room. So I apologize right now that a lot of these early videos are in a closet. Sorry. Anyway, so once you do that, I am going to ask that you all color code. Now I am going to be going over these when we're going over it, but I wanted you all to, olive pink, I want to be people. And I want green to be all the dates, so the specific dates on there. Blue, I want to be laws and acts. And of course, yellow, I want to be major events. So if we were to do this, the Ice Age was a specific event that happened, so that one would be yellow. 16,000 years ago. Of course, you're using highlighters for this. Dates are going to be green. People, such as Eric the Red, are going to be, oh, there's no pink. Custom. Did I even do the right one? Yeah, I did. I'll just make it red. Why not? And then, of course, major events. Oh, I already did that. Pink, green, laws. There aren't any laws on here, but if there were, there would be blue. And we're going to be doing this throughout the year. Now, if the only highlighter you have is yellow or orange or green or whatever, that's fine. Highlight the main ones anyway. The color isn't as important as in case you need to find it again. Like right here on my PowerPoint, I'm talking about the Treaty of Tordesillas. When you write that down, then you will be highlighting that one blue. Now, if you have any questions about how to take notes, the materials you need or anything, let me know. Now, this is for you to look at ahead of time. When I go over how to take notes in class, which I want to say, according to the agenda, is Tuesday, then I will model it on my document reader. I should have it by then, and I can show you exactly what's expected. So if you have any questions, let me know. Email me, send me a message on Remind. Find me on Twitter. I'm Sauceda History. And till next time, thanks for watching.